What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I'm fishing with Ty, and in today's video we're going to be doing an MTB Slam. If you don't know what an MTB Slam is, basically this is called the mystery tackle box right here. You can sign up for this. I'll leave a link down in the description to where you can find yourself one of these. Basically every month Shop Carls will ship a box to your house with a bunch of mystery lures in them. The MTB Slam is where you try to catch a fish on every single one of these lures in the box. So we're going to crack this baby open and check out what's inside and go catch some fish. Alright, so first up in this box, the GoPro just decided to beep a lot. We have the Guggen Squad Eat Me Frog in a midnight black color. Then we have some Carl's Amazing Baits, waggle worms, sweet. Let's see, we got a jig, nice PB&J colored jig, some tungsten shaky heads, and lastly some X Zone Pro Series adrenaline bugs in June bug. All right, sweet. Let's that's what's in the box. I brought two rods. Let's rig up some baits and go catch some bass. All right, the first two baits that I'm gonna rig up right now are gonna be the shaky head and the filthy frog. And after this, I'll probably end up throwing the jig, and we're gonna pair that up with the June bug crawl. If we get all three pretty quickly, we'll probably just continue to keep throwing these baits and hopefully catch some more fish. All right, there's our shaky head, and I'm gonna get the frog rigged up. So a great thing about a black frog, and what I'm hoping happens, is that the sun actually stays out. And the reason I hope that is because a black frog is gonna create a really good shadow in the water. You know, black frog is really gonna stand out to those fish better than, you know, any other really color frog. I'm probably gonna end up throwing the frog first because we're supposed to have some mean thunderstorms later tonight. Which should actually hopefully turn these fish on a lot and get the bite going. All right, we're first going to start off here with the black frog, and I'm going to try to throw this along some oh man, big turtles, around some of this grass on the edge here. This is a very, very soft frog, which is what I definitely like about it. Generally, the softer the frog is, you know, obviously when the fish bites. Oh man, I just got destroyed, sorry. When the fish bites, the hooks are gonna come out a little bit more and protrude a little bit more because, you know, that fish is gonna be able to bite the frog a lot harder. Man, he blew up on it and completely missed. Got it that time. Nice. Nice. Got ourselves a decent one here. On the frog. Ooh, yeah, let's go, guys. That is the beauty of the topwater frog. You can cast this thing almost anywhere and get it in such tight corners and spots and just pull fish out of that. Check that out. That's our first bass of today. It's a nice maybe 1.5. Oh, man's a little shaky. He doesn't like me too much. There we go. All right, sweet. That eliminates the frog already. That was literally only like my third or fourth cast with the frog. I'm really liking this frog already. Sweet, he went for that twice, finally got him. Let's get a nice release. All right, there we go, fish number one on the frog. Let's get her put back in the water. There she goes, 6, and right back to that spot. Caught her off that grass edge right there. It's kind of like a little indent in the grass back there, and that's where I caught her, right off of that. So it's really good to target grass and these kind of shallow shaded areas, especially when you have a lot of rain like we just did this morning and the past couple days. If you guys can see right here, this water is way up higher than it should be, a lot higher than it usually is. So, you know, when you have a lot of rain like that, fish move up really, really shallow into the vegetation. So keep that in mind. I like to cover that. And yeah, that's one on the frog. I'm gonna throw the shaky head in the jig, and then I'll probably, if I catch some fish on those, then we'll probably go back to the frog and try to work our way around this pond and catch as many fish as we can. So yeah, stick with it, and let's go catch some more bass. All right, bait number 2 is gonna be the shaky head. I absolutely love throwing shaky heads, man. They're so much fun. I just recently got into throwing shaky heads. But it's such a fun, like, finesse bait to throw. And the thing that I love about a shaky head is it's like borderline finesse. Like, generally when you think of finesse, you think of really light, like baits, like a drop shot or something like that. But the thing that's awesome about a shaky head is, I mean, I'm throwing it on a 7.5 bait caster right now, literally acting like I'm flipping and pitching, you know? Like, this is my jig rod that I throw, you know, like flipping jigs on and stuff. But I'm throwing it, I can throw a shaky head on it and still get really good results. Obviously, you're not always going to want to throw a shaky head on a huge rod. I think 7. There's one. Oh, he came off. Or no, I mean he bit it. Didn't really have him. Yeah, that drag's good. He must have been tiny though. Alright, well, there's the first bite on the shaky head. That's the other thing. I mean, with it being a finesse bait and just generally, you know, just being fun to throw, it can get so many bites. There's one. Oh my gosh, man, these guys are real tiny. Real tiny eating the shaky head. Oh, I landed it on something and he's got me. Got him. See, look at that. That's what's been biting me the entire time. Shaky head bass, though. You could just tell. I mean, I gotta count on it. A fish is a fish. I'll take him any day. Well, that's the second bass. Now we're gonna throw the jig. Man, I've been here for 10-15 minutes, and we're 2/3 our way through the slam. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be some awesome slow-mo footage to edit later. So give us a little wave goodbye. All right, well, I'm actually gonna take the shaky head off right now because I'm gonna throw the jig on this rod. This, like I said earlier, this is my jig rod. We'll come back to the frog and the shaky head later because I do love throwing a shaky head. Even though it is right now producing small bass, it's still able to catch a lot of them. So yeah, let's go tie on that jig and catch some bass. All right, so the jig we got here doesn't actually even have a label on it or anything, but it's just a straight up like PB&J jig. Oh, actually, you know, I know what this is. Oh, this is the, never mind, it does have a label, it just doesn't have a backing. That's the Trashmaster jig. Basically, the Trashmaster jig, what's so good about it is, I'll show you guys right here in a second, it's got a screw lock on it. So you can actually screw on your bait, and it makes your trailer literally weedless. So right here, you got that screw. So you screw on, you know, the tip of your bait, and then you hook it on, and you can hook it on just like a Texas rig. So it'll actually stay weedless. X-Zone. Oh, check that, man. That is a nice trailer. Love the look of this trailer, and it's perfect. That's why they whenever MTB gives you baits, they always give you something that kind of matches. So like here, like how I have a PB&J jig, they give me a purple trailer that kind of matches that purple on there with a little bit of flake. Another thing too is that I've actually never really thrown a PB&J jig. I don't think I've ever, actually maybe like once or twice I've thrown a PB&J jig, but I've never really focused mainly on a PB&J jig. I like a lot of green pumpkin, and it has a little bit of blue in there, or you know, those black and blue jigs, pretty generic stuff. But today we're gonna flip that PB&J around. It's good, good expansion. That's the other thing that's great about an MTB. It's just random lures. You never know what you're gonna get, and it always helps expand your arsenal and your knowledge on, you know, any type of bait. You're gonna get some baits that you've never ever seen before, never ever heard of. All right, let's try this spot. I'm gonna keep working. Oh, got him. Got him. I didn't even know I had him hooked. I was over a tree. I was literally hung up over a tree, and as it's dangling from the one end of the tree, I just saw him spook off and then splash, and I guess I had him on, because I sure as heck had no idea. But then he realized he was hooked. He's like, oh shoot, I'm hooked. There we go. Sweet. Well, there's the slam. I mean, that was it. I'm already done. I've only been here for half an hour maybe. I mean, this is the beauty of fishing before a big storm. All these fish are super active and just eating and munching like crazy. There we go. Bass number 3, and there she goes right back into the water. Sweet. Came right off of this tree right here. I just said it, but my jig was literally hanging off of one of the branches, and it dropped into the water, and I saw this big boil, this big fish, you know, just that was that fish, kind of swam off and spooked off, and all of a sudden it jumped out of the water. I'm like, it's on. Like, I didn't even know because I'm over a tree, so I couldn't feel the bite or anything, but I hook set and got her. Oh, is he on? Ah, shoot. I think he's off. Damn it. Oh, man. Well, I just broke off, if you couldn't tell, on that log over there. I had one, I think, for a second there. I thought I was just stuck on a log, and I think I was, but then I think the fish tried to eat it off the log, because then it started fighting back, and I saw kind of a little swirl in the water, and thought that was the fish. And yeah, I guess it was. But so I hook set, and I think I just kind of hook set in the log, but he definitely got off, otherwise he'd still be flopping around right now in there. So he's off the hook, he's good. The jig isn't doing so well. The jig's still on the log. That's all right though. At least we already caught a fish on the jig, that's what matters. So I'm gonna go back, get the frog and the shaky head, retie the shaky head on here, and then kind of just walk around and try to catch some bass with those two. So let's go do that. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, I better have got that on camera. Alright, what do you guys think? Is there going to be one off of here? I say yes. Oh, something just swooped right in front of me right there. Got him. Oh my gosh. I watched him eat it. I watched him eat it, and then he got hung up right in that stuff, and he instantly came off. That sucks. Got him. Oh man. What a bite. Solid fish too. Check out that fish right there, guys. It's a beauty. It's that bass on a frog right there. A little bit of a stomach on her. She's probably just shy of 2 pounds. There she goes. Right back into the water. She was sitting right off of that grass pile right there. Hopefully I got the topwater blow up on camera. I know I positioned my camera right on that grass patch, so hopefully we did end up getting that blow up. That was pretty sick. I'm just gonna keep flipping these, I can't speak. I'm gonna keep flipping the shaky head. I'm gonna keep flipping the shaky head and keep tossing the frog around these areas. I mean, literally that fish came out of right there, which is just in inches of water right next to this little grass pile up. These fish move super shallow right after any type of rain or any type of storm, and even when it's about to storm. You guys can see we're having some gray clouds move in on us. It's supposed to thunderstorm later today. So like I said earlier, huge tip for you guys: get out before a thunderstorm. Obviously, the second you hear thunder or lightning or holding, rods, you don't want to get struck by lightning. It's great to fish like a few hours before a storm. These fish get super wound up because of the pressure, and yeah. Let's go catch some more, guys. Come on, not the tree. Oh. We're getting closer. See, why won't this branch just snap? Oh, let's go, I got it. And that is how you get out a frog. That's why why you use 50-pound braid that doesn't even fray. I'm counting that as a catch. That counts as a catch. I let him swim away. I could have easily grabbed him. He's right at my feet. That's a quick release catch right there. All right, well, I think that's gonna end it for today's video. Man, that was a cool catch. It was just right up under this tree under here. Brought him all the way in. I went to boat flip him, and he came right off. He hit the bank, so it counts as a catch. Don't make fun of me in the comments or anything, because that's a catch. And then swam off. I let him go back in the water. Just cut this guy off. Oh, come on, dude. Why'd you have my thumb? That was mean. I just turned. Okay. Well, I guess he wanted to go back. Anyways, I just got that guy off camera. I was flipping right under here into this little section, just kind of in between these 2 trees right here. Threw my frog in, got a bite, got him to nibble on the frog, and then he didn't come back for it, so I threw in the shaky head as a follow-up bait and caught him on that. So yeah, second fish on the shaky head there. But anyways, yeah, that's all I had to say. Obviously my GoPro's dead, camera's almost done, out of memory, so I wasn't really able to film that catch, but at least we got another one. thank you guys for watching today's MTB Slam. I had a blast doing it. Got some really awesome topwater blow-ups, got some great footage, and I only have like 2 minutes of recording left on the camera, and my GoPro's dead, so that was kind of a last-minute bite right there, but super thankful that I got that last fish and all those others. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and yeah, let's roll the outro, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Oh, gone.